Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Miralem Pjanic, as it has been reported that the Barca midfielder could miss out on pre-season tour amid exit links. Of course, this contradicts previous reports claiming that Xavi was willing to give him a chance to play pre-season and evaluate him. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this report about Lewandowski, claiming that Barca feel like they have an obligation to sign the striker. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please endeavor to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona kickstarted their pre-season training camp last Monday as players returned to begin their preparations for the 2022-23 campaign. Several players are yet to join up with the squad as they have been given an extended break following the international fixtures right after the club season got over. Those stars will join up with the rest of the roster this coming Monday, and Barca will then be taken off for the pre-season tour to the United States of America on July 16. Most players currently back in training are expected to make the squad for the trip to the US, but one Barcelona player who might not travel with the squad is Miralem Pjanic. Indeed, as reported by Dario AS, there is no guarantee that Pjanic will be part of the team that travels to America later this month, as he is staring at an uncertain future at the club. Pjanic returned to Barcelona after a loan spell away at Besiktas last season. He was one of the players who were given permission to miss the first week of pre-season to sort out his future after having become out of favor at the Camp Nou. Despite that, Pjanic returned to pre-season on July 4 with the rest of the roster and has been participating in sessions. While it was claimed that Xavi would take a look at him and assess his chances, it is now being reported that the manager does not see the midfielder as part of his plans, so the club have been instructed to find an escape route for the former Juventus man at the earliest possible, leading to question marks over whether Pjanic will travel with the squad for the pre-season tour to the USA. So as I said earlier, this contradicts reports earlier saying Xavi was planning to assess Pjanic for the pre-season tour before making a decision, but of course a decision that we likely know, right, maybe tell Barca to sell him, because Pjanic, with all due respect, has no place in this team moving forward. Of course, being a midfielder himself, it is difficult for him to find a place. He's not the Xavi type of midfielder. Of course, we see Pedri, Gavi, Nico Gonzalez. There are many players ahead of him in the pecking order, and it is hard to see him get any minutes if he stays. That is why Xavi is telling some of these players to know that they are not part of his plans, rather than telling them, or rather than not telling them, and they stay put thinking that they have a chance, whereas they don't have a chance. So looking at how things are going right now, Pjanic will likely leave. He knows he has no place in the team. He started pre-season with the rest of the team last week Monday, despite manager Xavi telling him, with other players like Ricky Puig and Neto, not to make it for that pre-season training and they should sort out their futures. But despite that, they had to come and they did train with the other teammates. So, but that does not necessarily mean they will travel with the team to the United States. That will be next week or so for the preseason itself. So, as it stands right now, they are saying that Xavi does not fancy taking Pjanic along to USA for the preseason tour, as his future remains in the balance. As it stands, Olympique Lyonnais from France are the most interested party from what we have been getting. So it's going to be interesting to see if they push for a move for him, or there have also been links to the Serie A in Italy, if Italian clubs will also move for him as well. But one thing that is for certain is that Xavi does not count on Pjanic, and Xavi wants Barca to sell him. Then on to the next story of discussion. The Bayern Munich Robert Lewandowski Barcelona transfer saga has been going on for too long, with no end in sight as things stand, with neither party ready to blink. Bayern Munich remains firm that they will not sell him, although there is a feeling that an offer of 50 million euros could do the trick. Lewandowski, for his part, has made it abundantly clear that he does not plan to stay at the Allianz Arena beyond this summer. Barcelona, meanwhile, have been making efforts to try and get the deal over the line, but all in vain as Bayern Munich have rejected 3 of their offers for the Poland captain. However, journalist Ashraf Ben Ayat is now claiming that Barcelona feel that they are obligated to sign Lewandowski after the efforts he has made to push for a transfer this summer. To that end, the Blaugrana board has now decided to do everything in its power to get Lewandowski to the club at the earliest. It could be the reason for Barca planning to submit a fresh proposal to Bayern that would match their €50 million valuation fixed for Lewandowski. There remains some concerns among some section of fans that splashing such a big amount on a player who will soon turn 34 years old might not be a great business. But with Lewandowski, Barcelona, would have a realistic chance of making up the 40 plus goals per season that they lost following the departure of Lionel Messi last summer. The Poland captain, Lewandowski, is still in top of his game, in top shape, and will guarantee goals for Barca, even though he might not be a long-term solution. With Barca now ready to push to the limit to get the deal across the line, it might not be long before Lewandowski finally arrives at the Camp Nou. I think at this very point in time, Barcelona have every right to think that yes, they are obliged to sign him, because when we look at our efforts to get Lewandowski, backing off from that deal will not make sense, right? We can't be talking about Lewandowski for the longest time. Barcelona puts in all the efforts that they can put, and at the end of the day, they say, no, we are not going again for Lewandowski. We are tired of this. It's not going to work. And I think at this very point, at this stage that Barca are right now in the Lewandowski saga, it is not worthwhile for Barca to give up. And I think it is a do or die, right? So Barcelona, according to this report, are obliged. They think that they believe that from Lewandowski's own efforts to push a move, Barca themselves, they feel like we are obliged to sign this guy. And at this very point in time, at the stage of which Barca are with when it comes to this Lewandowski saga, there's no going back. There is no going back. Barca need to go for this deal. They need to go for it. And we've been getting rumors of Barca, of course, making another offer very soon that will match Bayern's expectations, because Bayern want €50 million fixed. That is cash and no instrumental payments. €50 million at hand, all at once. So let's see if Barca actually go for that. It is really like now it's a desperate time for Barca, which is something that we just have to understand with the club. Because if not, there's no way. If Bayern say we will not sell this player, they will not sell it. And we can't do anything about it. It is not our player, it is their player, and they can make any decision about their player. And that is where the problem lies right now. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.